everybody. Welcome to Travel with Rola. I'm Lynn. Traveling around the world is an amazing idea to most of us. It's exciting to visit from one country to another. As we're traveling, we see magnificent sceneries, experience different cultures, and enjoy delicious foods. Tourism is the best media to obtain pleasure and romance. However, we may drift from airport to airport and come across flight delays. We may move from luxurious hotel rooms to remote countryside inns and suffer terrible service. Travel can cultivate our endurance and tolerance. If you don't travel, you will miss more than scenery. In this lecture, first of all, I will give a brief introduction on sceneries and historical heritages which are worthy of visit. Meanwhile, how to choose convenient ways of transportation in country or a city will be discussed. And then, some tips on food in different countries will also be mentioned, as it is a crucial part of traveling. Hi, Rola. I'm Lynn. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Miss Lin. Nice to meet you too. I'm a college student. I like traveling very much. I'm planning to travel abroad during the summer vacation. Can you give me some advice on the destination?
Sure. There are so many places worth visiting in the world. I will give you a brief introduction on the best valuable destinations in the world.
Great Barrier Reef. One of the top destinations for underwater explorers and scuba divers, the Great Barrier Reef is the world's largest barrier reef system. Located in the Coral Sea off the coast of Australia's state of Queensland, the Great Barrier Reef encompasses a huge area of more than 2,900 coral reefs and hundreds of islands and cays. Neuschwanstein. The most photographed building in Germany, Neuschwanstein Castle, is also one of Europe's most popular tourist destinations. Nestled among the breathtaking beauty of the Bavarian Alps near the town of Füssen, this fairy tale castle served as the inspiration behind Walt Disney's Sleeping Beauty Castle. Constructed in the late 1800s, Neuschwanstein Castle was never built for defense purposes as most castles. Instead, this castle was created as a fanciful retreat. King Ludwig II of Bavaria, who had a reputation for abiding in daydreams instead of reality. Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls is a series of three awe-inspiring waterfalls situated on the border of Canada's Ontario and the United States' New York. The Ontario side of the falls is called Horseshoe Falls and offers the best views and most attractions.
Vienna is the capital of Austria in Central Europe. It is an ancient fortress city that lies nestled on the eastern fringe of the Alps, on the banks of the Danube River. Venture a little further afield to discover the Schönbrunn Palace, just to the southwest of Vienna's city center. You can almost believe the emperor is about to step out onto the grounds of this 1,400-room palace that used to be the summer residence of the Habsburg family.
Wow, I'm shocked by the splendid sceneries of those cities, regions, and countries. Well, you know, museum is the very place I would visit when I go to a city. Can you introduce some famous museums to me?
All right. Visiting the museum is the best way to learn the history, culture, and art of our country. Here is a collection of the top 4 museums that most people want to visit. The Louvre, the Met, the British Museum, and the State Hermitage Museum. The Louvre, National Art Museum of France, is located in Paris, on the right bank of the Seine River. The structure, until 1682, a residence of the kings of France, is one of the largest palaces in the world. The museum occupies about 400,000 pieces from the world of art's treasures. those treasures are displayed in 6 exhibition halls, which painting museum exhibits the largest area. The works of the French Impressionists and the Post-Impressionists, many dating from 1848 to 1914, attract thousands of millions of tourists every year. The most famous collection of the Louvre are Mona Lisa, the David statue, and the Winged Victory. The Louvre Museum is so large that it is impossible to appreciate all of the collections in one day. Therefore, you must make a plan. Don't rush to glance over things hurriedly. The Met of New York. The Met, which is the short of the Metropolitan Museum of Art, was founded on April 13, 1870, to be located in the city of New York, for the purpose of establishing and maintaining a city, a museum, and a library of art, of encouraging and developing the study of the fine arts, and the application of arts of manufacture and practical life, of advancing the general knowledge of kindred subjects, and, to that end, of furnishing popular instruction. This statement of purpose has guided the museum for over 140 years. The Metropolitan Museum of Art represents over 5,000 years of art around the world for everyone to experience and enjoy. The State Hermitage Museum. The building of the museum is a splendid Rococo-styled palace. The Winter Palace in St. Petersburg was built between 1754 and 1762 as the winter residence of the Russian Tsars. The Rococo-style green and white palace has 1,786 doors and 1,945 windows. Catherine the Great was its first imperial occupant. The palace is now part of our complex of buildings known as the State Hermitage Museum, which holds one of the world's greatest collections of arts. As part of the museum, many of the Winter Palace's 1,057 halls and rooms are open to the public. The Military Gallery, opened in 1826, accommodates 332 portraits of military leaders of the Russian army during the Napoleon's invasion of Russia. The collection of the State Hermitage includes more than 3 million works of art and artifacts of the world culture. The British Museum. The British Museum was founded in 1753, the first national public museum in the world. From the beginning, it granted free admission to all studious and curious persons.
You gave me so many ideas of my plan. However, I've never been abroad before. I'm not sure which means of transportation I should take when I arrive at a destination.
Normally, public transport is the best way to travel around a city. It can save you money. Buses and subways carry millions of tourists every year in London, Paris, Rome, New York, Tokyo, Washington, and many other large cities. If you want to save time or you have companies to share the fare, taxi is a good choice. It's more convenient. However, if you go to some cities which are not so large or with vast lands and a thin population, you should consider renting a car. For example, in LA, you could nearly go nowhere if you don't have a car. Car rental is also very important if you travel around the countryside. Imagine how exciting it would be to drive along Route 66 of the United States. In Southeast Asia, Tuk-tuk is another kind of public transport to tourists. The only difference is that you have to bargain with the drivers. You can find those colorful vehicles everywhere on the street.
I have learned a lot. I'm ready to plan my journey now.
By the way, each country has its special taste of food. Take your time to enjoy delicious food while on your way.
Sure, I love food.
There is an app which names Yelp is very useful in searching best food in different cities. It functions as Dianping in China.
It will be of great help. Thank you very much.
I'm glad to be of help. Don't hesitate to ask me if you need more information.